Hello, Glenn Apprentice here for International Living in part 2 of an interview with Shanna Saavedra and Dan Record here at their house in Campeche. And I wanted to ask you both, we get a number of people that write into us, and one of their concerns about living abroad is a sense that that move is forever. Now, both of you are falling into what I would like to call serial relocators. You've each lived in several places in Mexico. Shanna, can you tell me, was that part of your plan from the beginning, or did that just sort of happen?
Well, part of the plan, I was talking to you earlier, part of the plan was to move to Merida, buy a colonial home, fix it up, and live there and be happy. That was the original plan. However, when I bumped into somebody that says, wow, you really should live here for a year before you do that. You don't know what's going on with the neighborhood, if you're going to like it, if you're going to like the home. And I took that advice to heart, and I realized that living in Mexico for a year first didn't mean I needed to live in the same place for a year. So I split up my time and found out the cities that I wanted to explore, and found a place, rented a home on vacationrentals.com. Found homes in expat communities that would rent for a month or 2 months or 3, and split up my first year and rented in several different places. And that was, to me, that was a grand success.
Great. Dan, what about you?
Well, my idea was to come down and also live, to live in several different places. I really had no idea exactly where I wanted to be. I started out, spent most of my time on the Caribbean coast, and thought that's where I wanted to be until last year when we made a trip through central and southern Mexico, and now it's opened up a whole new world. There's a lot of other possibilities that I think we still need to look into. I don't think we're ready to settle into any one place right now. And I think we need to look around.
Yeah, the easiest thing to do is to start by where you don't want to go.
Right.
And you can kind of take a map out. I love maps, so I'd take a map out and I could color places where I don't want to go, leaving then the other places that I do want to go, nice and shaded or open, and explore cities within those areas. So one of the decisions too of where would we settle? Do we want the property in a fideicomiso, or do we want the title free and clear? And in order to do that, we'd have to live in central Mexico,
right,
or away from the borders and away from the coast. So.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards the title myself. I feel a little more comfortable with that, but I don't think you have anything to worry about either way.
So, do you think you'll keep traveling for a while now? Now, you're settled here in Campeche for a year.
Right.
Are the options still open at this point?
Absolutely.
They are.
Absolutely. We love Guanajuato. He's really loving Mineral de Pozos, which is a little ghost town.
Cowboy town.
We like Oaxaca, but to us there's too many expats in Oaxaca.
Right.
It's a little too Americanized. It's funny, you want American things, but you don't want an Americanized environment.
It's a nice place to visit. I like Oaxaca.
So there are plenty of places to check out then.
Right.
Plenty.
Great.
Plenty. Yeah.
Well, thank you both, and I appreciate it.
Okay.
Dan and Shanna talking to us about being serial relocators in Mexico.